Hello everybody and welcome back to Space Engineers. Today we're going to be having a look at another ship, guys. We've got a luxury transport, the Mbuna. We're going to have a little look at this. I saw this on the workshop. It caught my eye, so I wanted to do a quick little look at the ship and give you guys a bit of a closer peek. So, let's have a little look at the Mbuna luxury transport built by Benoct. Go and give it a like. I'll drop a like. While larger shuttlecraft and yachts are common sight in the ritzy spaceports of Earth, the Mbuna luxury transport remains the longest, heaviest, most expensive craft rated for terrestrial urban flight. Produced in limited runs by the Malawian industry conglomerate Matua, and the Mbuna is prized by fat cats and collectors alike for its flashy styling, state-of-the-art digital computer systems, and the peerless ability to legally force a trained pilot to nail-bitingly navigate forests of steel, glass, and pedestrians. Alternative, you can get different styles of the ship, which looks pretty cool. You've got some specs, no mods, and then there's a load of gubbins that are featured on this. So you've got retractable landing gear, which has the staircase in it, animated dashboard with buttons. It has a jump drive, so it's a bit of a small grid, large grid hybrid. It's got chopper mode, which allows you to fly on Atmo only, which is pretty cool. You've got a survival kit, fully pressurised interior, and it seats one. You've got some of the scripts that are used, and then you've got a load of the controls, because there are a lot of controls. As well as the general features, the thanks, and then we do have 7 DLCs on this, but I think you're pretty accustomed to that by now if you play the game for any length of time. So, let's have a little look around the outside. It is about 20 blocks long, which translates to 50 metres. I think. We've got large hydrogen tanks on the outside, coupled with large hydrogen thrusters at the rear. We also have the new fan blocks, which are cool. We have these modules here, which do absolutely nothing apart from greeble. We've got heat vents, along with beams, and the integrated jump drive, as you can see here. Very nicely sloped, has to be said. Then we've got panelling, which is small grid panelling here, which wraps around the thrusters quite nicely. As you can see, there's a whole lot of gubbins going on in there. You can see the rotors and hinge arrangements to make the landing gear possible. And not only does the landing gear fold back in, but it actually has covers as well, which I'll show you shortly, which is absolutely awesome. You've got the large atmospheric thrusters here. Landing gear, you got a bit of pipe work going on there, as there is a connector, which is a really cool feature to have. Here you've got the staircase. He's made some handrails with the neon tubes from Sparks the Future. The engines are visible. And he's used the sci-fi armor skin as well, just to add a little bit of greeble. We've got fins as well, small grid, with the piston heads, vents, sort of event-looking arrangement over the jump drive. You can see the hinge which holds it there. Got more vents, and then we've got a nice sort of livery on the top. This one's orange, black, and white. This one looks pretty cool. And then you've got the cockpit at the front, so this is actually a large grid. Got some small grid spotlights here, which look really nice. And you can see a little bit of the interior there. And also we have these big, extensive small grid panels on the top, which aren't going to provide a whole lot of armour. But you have got the large grid ones underneath as well. I think this is mostly just for the paint job, really. Which does, has to be said, look really nice. You can see some of the hydrogen thrusters. So the thrusters are all large grid, but it only has Atmo in, I think, 2 directions. So you've got the Atmos at the back, and then you've got the Atmos underneath as well. And I think that's the extent of the atmospheric thrust. So, let's have a peek inside. First things first, we've obviously got these really impressive landing gears. He's used the columns here to make it look like hydraulics, as well as the pistons, which look really cool. You see some of the interior inside, but then if we come to the staircase, we can enter the ship. Nice use of the slope blocks here to make a little staircase, which actually does work as a staircase. You don't have to jump up it. Access to the interior room. We've got a light panel above the head, along with some more neon tubes. A load of gyroscopes. You can see a couple of the thrusters, battery access, and then obviously you can get into the interior. Here we've got a button panel, which is pretty self-explanatory. You've got the doors here, which will obviously seal the doors. You've got the connector, which is that one underneath the staircase. Gravity generator, so you can turn that off and on if you want to change gravity or what have you. And then you've got the entry lights. So nothing like, you know, nothing too over the top, but just all the controls you need right at your fingertips. Got the airlock here. I'll just show you the door button. It shuts the doors. If we come through here, standard airlock, no vent in there. Here you've got your air vent. Got your locker space for some limited storage. Got a desk. Here's your flight seat. So you can see you've actually got a bit of a few dials going on there. We'll have a look at that in just a second. Got a bed, a bog, and a survival kit. No shower though, so you're going to be very stinky, but that's fine. And you can see the canopy view here. We hop into the seat. We shall take flight. So we can unlock the landing gear, the magnets. And we'll fly up just a little bit. And then we'll retract the landing gear, and I'll show you because this is really cool. Actually, we'll have a look in this for you. Let me show you this. So you can see it folds the landing gear in. There are two joints, and then it actually covers it up as well. Let's take a look at the front one. And it has a camera there, a landing camera as well. I'll show you the stairs folding in. And I'll show you these guys folding out as well. They swing out as well and rotate. I just think that is just like one of the coolest things I've ever seen, to be honest with you. Takes some serious finesse to make that work, so you've got to respect it. And then when they're tucked in, you've got a really, really streamlined and flat surface, and you've actually got a camera that now points forward. Definitely looks like something you can imagine seeing, you know, flying around Earth in, I don't know, a few... I don't know. I don't know when we'll get there, but eventually, right? So, in flight, as you can imagine, this thing's pretty punchy. It's got large hydros, which can obviously get you into space. The gyro controls, I think thanks to the subgrids that it has, are crap, as in it turns a bit like a lorry. I would expect something of this nature to turn a hell of a lot better than it does. But I think that's... I mean, you can see I'm not touching the mouse right now, and it just sort of dips. I think that's just a side effect, unfortunately, of how it works. So let's give chopper mode a go. Put it on chopper mode. As you can see, we are flying on just the Atmos at the moment. So you can't actually go forward. But it actually works pretty well. As you can see, it basically like hovers like a helicopter. I think if you leave it, it will come to a stop naturally on its own. Yeah. So as you can see, normally you drift if you did this without scripts, but because of the script, you can actually control it like a helicopter. So I'm just gonna try and land it. Look, you can go to the left. Oh, that's the right. But we'll leave it in chopper mode. Bring it down. I'm not giving it any side-to-side input, by the way. Like, I'm not rolling the ship, I'm just telling it to go left. And it will take care of the rolling. My hands are off the keyboard now. It will take care of the inertia for us. Go back the other way. Go forward a little bit. It'll tilt forward, ever so slightly. And then it will tilt back and bring us to a stop. Really, really cool feature, actually. Especially if you run out of hydrogen. Very good to have. We'll extend the landing gear, and we'll slowly bring her down. I can't remember what the button is. Yeah, there we go. And we'll turn chopper mode off. And there you have it. A smooth landing. So yeah, I have to say, very impressed with this ship and all the little features, especially that sort of chopper mode. Didn't expect it to work so well, to be fair, but it does. If you guys enjoyed, go and check this out, the Mbuna. I think I'm saying it right. I don't know. Luxury Transport will be in the comment section down below. No, it won't. It'll be in the description. Go and show the creator some love. And if you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe to support the channel. And as always, take care, everybody.